All right, yeah, we'll just quickly go through what I'm going to go through today. Like I said earlier, for those that missed it, we're going to work on getting inverted, and basically I'm going to give you a bit of a beginner's guide on how to get inverted, especially for those who, especially the bigger guys who are uncomfortable trying to get inverted because there's a lot of weight. I'm just going to go through some steps as to how you can get from basically nothing until you're comfortable getting really inverted and being stacked and whatnot, okay? So first thing we're gonna do, it's actually very easy to invert. You just gotta follow the steps, right? So, first thing we're gonna do, nice and easy. If you've never inverted before, all you gotta do is just kind of get on your back, okay? And when you do this, kind of just wanna bring your knees to your chest, okay? Just try and crunch up a little bit. Bring your knees to your chest.
Any questions, please ask.
Yep. Then, once you're comfortable there, you're gonna grab behind your legs, and then just, again, rocking back and forth. Bring your knees close to your ears as you can. Okay, really easy, okay? I'm just gonna crunch and bring my knee to my nose. Crunch and bring my knees to my nose, okay? I'm not putting any pressure on my neck at this point, okay? I'm just kind of doing this. Just rocking back and forth, getting my knees as high as I can, and holding my legs with my hands, okay? This is the first step of trying to get inverted. Okay. Notice how my legs are already pretty much high, okay? So, before you actually get onto your necks though, you gotta work on some neck exercises. So what you wanna do, grab top of your head, okay, yeah. Hand behind, and just give it a stretch. Just stretch it out a little bit, because this is a bit of a warm up, because you don't wanna go inverted straight away, especially if you're old like me, and you're not 19, like Will.
20.
You're 20 now, Will.
20.
Oh my God.
21.
Oh wow. So you just give your neck a bit of a stretch. Turning 21, you're almost legally allowed to drink in the States.
I know.
Next time you go to the world, it's 2021. Jeez. So give your neck a bit of a stretch. Just to get a little loosen up a little bit, okay? So, like I said earlier, you get here, boom. Once you get comfortable here, okay, we're still not gonna keep putting a lot of pressure on our necks, okay? Because what we're going to do, okay, see how my feet stay off the ground? Hands to the ground, okay? Because now at this point, your shoulders are supporting that neck and your weight, okay? Use your shoulders to support it, okay? So again, you can come here and do exactly the same, hands on the ground, knees to your ear. Again, so here, crunch up, knee to sort of ear. Okay, this is how you begin to get inverted. Boom, boom. Here, boom. Okay, now, most people when they get stuck here, I mean, in an arm bar situation where you got the person's arm from closed guard, okay, people can stack you, right? Now, let's say you know you don't have the arm bar. You gotta be able to safely get out from here, okay, which means you gotta do a backward roll. A lot of people make the mistake when they do a backward roll, just rolling straight back. Okay, like Will, he hurt his neck.
Yes.
Right?
I went straight over my neck.
Yeah, so don't go straight over your neck. You need to turn. Give yourself space on the side you're gonna roll on. Okay, so I'm gonna give myself space by this side. Okay, now I'm just gonna put my foot on the ground. Bring it back. And because your shoulders are supporting your neck, there should be not much weight, if any at all. Okay, so you can push back. Then you can do the other side. This is just a bit of a warm-up drill, okay? Just make sure you give yourself space to really get that feet on the ground so you can do a backward roll and then come back, okay? Just going through the basics of how to invert, okay? And keeping yourself safe, and then bring it back, okay? So that's the first step. Your neck should slowly warm up just through this exercise and just getting yourself more flexible. Flexibility is important when you're trying to invert, but you'll see here, oh my God, I'm old. Okay, come here, Will, let's see how far you can go.
I need a stretch for
All right, see how I can just barely touch my toes? Yeah, see how much Will can touch his toes? Okay, now, obviously, the further you can go, the better. Oh, can you go further?
No, I used to be.
Yeah, see, you don't need super flexibility to be able to invert, okay? So, but obviously it helps, like obviously Will inverts really well and he's a little bit more flexible. You just gotta be able to get your feet to the ground, okay? So here, once you get here, once you get comfortable here, once you get comfortable here, once you know you can backward roll, okay, really turn your head, okay? All this space is for you to backward roll, okay? In case you get stuck underneath the stacked position, okay? Always protect your neck first. Then, when you're comfortable here, grab your toes, okay? Notice how I couldn't grab my toes earlier because my leg was straight, right? See how I can grab? Bend your knee, grab, grab, then get it on the ground. Okay, now you're in that full inverted position. You can start slowly stretching it out. To give yourself a little bit more flexibility and get comfortable in a stacked position, okay, where most of the weight should be on your shoulders and not your neck. See how I can still turn my head? It's on my shoulders, okay? So that's the basics of trying to get inverted, okay? You just want to grab here for first thing, then here, then grab, grab. Make sure you be able to do a backward roll to get out and be able to come back, okay? Now, once you've done that, you can then practice with a partner, okay? But before we do that, I'll just quickly do this first, okay? If you don't have a partner, you can do this. Try get to your shoulder, get to the position you were in earlier. See how my feet's on the ground? It doesn't need to be on the ground. I just need to tuck my hand, get my shoulder to the ground, and get my crunch going. I'm crunching, and just sit back, okay? This is to help you get comfortable rolling onto your shoulders. So you tuck, shoulder down, and then just unfold. Shoulder down, unfold. Okay, that will help you do the rolls, okay? Next, if you have a partner, then you can do the one we usually do in class, okay? So you start on one side, so open your legs, Will.
This way?
Yep. Oh, that way's fine. Okay, so exactly the same, shoulder down, okay? My feet still on the ground, okay? Grab if you need to help, okay? Shoulder down. My feet's not on the ground, just shoulders down. My hands are helping to support, remember? Shoulder is helping support my neck. Grab just to help you hold you in place. Then you can let go and let foot out and spin to the other side. So this is the inversion drill that we usually do in class, right? If you can't do it at home, here, shoulder down, grab, shoulder down. You're in that crunch position. Feet's up in the air, not on the ground, okay? Take your leg out, let go of the hand, spin to the other side. Okay. So that's how you can start slowly. Thank you, Mr. Will. How to invert from the very, very beginning. Okay. And like I said earlier, protect your neck. If you need to, a backward roll, to a backward roll. Once you get more advanced, then you can start doing stuff like the war drill. Okay. You see a lot of these things in like online videos and stuff. So all you gotta do, start your feet sort of close to your butt, and then again, go to your shoulder, right? High level, all right? Once you're here, try not to be too far away because it's gonna be hard for you to try and crunch, right? So it's all about the crunch. Get it close, okay? See how I'm turning? Turning, okay? Shoulder first, shoulder, shoulder, hands touch the wall, invert. Shoulder, shoulder, invert. Shoulder, shoulder, invert. Okay? Always on the shoulder, feet in the air, hands here for support to protect your neck. Then come back. Okay, boom, boom. How's that look, Mr. Will?
Very good.
All right, now, next level. Okay, you're gonna just do rolls on the side. Okay, so not the wall, but the movement's exactly the same. This is for people who are a little bit more flexible and you're comfortable doing everything else, right? What you're going to do, same thing as a wall, same thing as everything else, shoulder first, okay? Shoulder, nice and easy, okay? Once you're comfortable just rolling without the wall, then feet on the ground, okay? This is a little bit harder. Feet on the ground, come back. Giving yourself space, okay? Shoulder, shoulder, come back. And that is the final level.
What are mistakes that people usually do when inverting? Is there mistakes?
Yeah, there's heaps. So the biggest thing is that people aren't used to that position, so they're afraid to hurt their necks. So a lot of times, especially for that final level, when people try to do it, this is what happens. They try to get here, and they go like this. And they kind of, not on the shoulder, but on their back. And they can't invert, right? And that all goes back to being able to bring this knee up, okay? Use your hands if you have to, bring that knee up. So you're always kind of on your shoulder and not your back. So when you first invert, especially when you're doing it by yourself, you're not getting stacked, you kind of just do this. A lot of times, people just do this. It's sort of just rolling like a turtle, right? We don't want to be a turtle because turtles get stuck here, okay?
Turtles here.
Yeah. Actually, what would you call getting on your shoulders? I don't know. Anyway, so when you roll, I don't want to be on my back. I want to be on my shoulders like we did earlier. So think about pulling your knee in. Pulling your knee in, okay? Crunch your stomach a little bit so you pull yourself tight like a ball, okay? So you're on your shoulder and then you can roll easily, okay? It's about getting on your shoulder, okay? So that's what I was saying from earlier. I don't want to just be here. See how my back's flat on the ground? Even if I crunch, it's hard, right? So you can just really seriously use your hands to grab the knee and pull it in. Okay, hold it in with your hands. And then eventually just slowly let it drop. Let your knee drop. Before it hits the ground, hands down. This will protect that neck, okay? So that, like I said earlier, the biggest mistake is just people aren't comfortable getting there. How did you learn to invert, Will?
Just got stacked. Stacked a lot.
Yeah. So you got comfortable in that position after getting stacked, right?
And then the last drill, I think I went straight to the wall drill. And
I see.
By yourself.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You can do that if you're really young, but if you're old like me and not like that guy over there, okay. Like that guy. Start slow. Okay. Start slow because you really need to protect your neck. Neck injuries is one of the most neck and back injuries are very common in jiu-jitsu. So really protect yourself. I've had a lot of neck injuries, so I would know. So I have to really look after myself. I can't let anyone stack me. And when I invert, I really learn to try to protect that neck. Okay, because I've only got one neck.
Do you think it's important for all belt levels to be able to invert?
Yes.
Is it more important at some belts than others, or?
I think it's important to know how to invert at all levels because you end up in that position a lot. Like Will said earlier, when he was trying to do an armbar, he gets stacked. You have to be comfortable in that position, okay? So for me, it's almost like learning to do the bridge, right? Except this has more implications to your own neck safety, right? Being able to learn how to invert safely and how to get out of it safely, I think is very important at all levels. So when did you first start inverting, Will?
Oh, jeez. Probably blue belt.
Okay.
I think blue belt.
Okay. Have you ever had a moment where you're like, this is dangerous?
Yes. I got stuck and then I forced my neck the wrong way on my head.
What happened?
I don't know, I think it wasn't like a normal, I was doing like an armbar.
Oh, and you got stacked
and then I like rolled
yeah.
the wrong way
I
and my
see.
neck.
Oh.
Yeah, no good.
Yeah,
And there was a time I was getting stacked too much and my neck was hurting for days.
Yeah.